Good afternoon, Professor Rojas and Target Board of Directors. Thank you for taking time from your busy schedule and letting me to present to you our international expansion. I believe that for the way of international expansion should go, we should look no further as our north neighbor, Canada. Why Canada? It's plain simple. It's Canada and the US share cultural similarities, such as almost 75% of Canadians speak English, whether the small portion speak French and predominantly reside in the province of Quebec. About 90% of Canadians, out of a population of 36 million, reside within the 100 miles border within the US. Therefore, they are accustomed with the US ways of doing business and they're familiar with the Target brand. Canada, just like US, are fair and just societies. The US and Canada share a commitment by addressing systematic racism, discrimination, and gender bias. Therefore, they will be a great fit to the culture that we have here at Target. Canada and the US share an international trade pacts, such as North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, Organization of American States, OAS, or United Nations, as well as US has established supply chain to Canada. And in the year 2021, they spent 1 trillion on the bilateral trade in goods, moving them across the borders. Let's take a look at the retail in Canada and why Target will be a great fit. Canadian retail accounts only for the 1/8 of the jobs in the market, for where the in the US accounts for 1/4 or 25% of it. And 1/8 of the jobs in Canada only account for 6% of all economy versus US 18%. Therefore, the economy in the US, it is highly saturated with the retail stores and the competition is fierce, and there is an opportunity in the Canadian market for promoting the retailer such as Target. Sales in Canada account for $580 US dollars per square foot, where US market average is about 309. It's almost double the profit that we can make in Canada by moving up north. Also, the retailers are highly saturated in the US. There's about 23 square foot of shopping centers per capita versus Canadian, it's about 14 feet. Therefore, there are more competition in US. Also, a fun fact that 68% of American women use coupons when shopping and only 55% of Canadian women do. Therefore, we can capitalize on making sales for the full price and not losing sales due to discounts and coupons. Let's take a peek at the labor in Canada. According to the Forbes list, Canada lists number 6 and United States lists as number 17 for the best countries to do business in. That taken into consideration the fair treatment of employees, unemployment rates, and the culture of businesses. Also, another attractive part is that the corporate tax in Canada is only 15% compared to US 21%. We can definitely save some money by not giving the money away to the government. About 45% of Canada's population is between the ages 25 and 54 years old. Therefore, they already have a college degree and there's great workforce. Also, they're highly skilled. About 61% of Canadian population between the age 25 and 64 have higher education, and only 49% of Americans do. One thing that we have to take a look at is a fair wage, as right now the minimum wage in Canada is $9.50, and federal wage in the United States is seven and a quarter. Therefore, we definitely have to make sure our prices and pricing strategies reflect that. I truly believe that the best way of stepping in and moving into the Canada is acquiring the Canadian retailer Zeller. Currently, they have about 200 stores that are near the verge of bankruptcy. I truly believe that the use of real estate that the Zellers occupied in convenient location proven to be researched by Zeller's marketing team will be beneficial for Canadian expansion, such as cost to renovate is about $56 US dollars per square foot comparison to 200 of building the new retail space. Therefore, acquiring existing stores and renovating them will be the benefit in the best interest of the target. Acquisition also increases the market share. About 75% of retail businesses, they value the expansion of the stores in existing locations, therefore keeping the customer, therefore keeping the local community intact and providing to the people that are already used to the location that is in place. By acquiring another retailer, we reduce the competition as we make another retailer extinct. Another advantage is that we do not need to hire people from outside of the company. There are multiple people working for Zellers, and with the proper training and proper ways, introduction of the Target's culture, they will be the great asset to the Target's international team. A couple of things that we have to make sure, though, in order for our international acquisition will go smoothly. We want to make sure we secure Canadian trucking company for the distribution. And currently we have to make sure we're renovating the stores. However, we keep our warehouses in the US and we utilize the just-in-time approach, where we ship the goods as soon as they arrive to the destination in the US, we ship them across the border to Canada. Another thing we want to make sure is, since we do have multiple targets near the US-Canada border, that the Canadian customer knows that prices are fair, and we cannot just be superficially raising the price in Canada just for the locations are there. Also, for successful acquisition, we want to make sure we're utilizing the media sources. So we make sure we're utilizing the advertisement and making every single opening a celebration. So in order to give to the community and make sure the presence of Target is felt within Canada. Thank you so much for taking your time. That's all I got today.